Hello and welcome to this session that focuses on the energy topics in Horizon Europe 2024 work program. You can find funding opportunities for energy research many places in Horizon Europe. And while this is great, it might also mean that you need a bit more time to find the right match for your needs. In this session, I will focus on the topics in Pillar 2, Cluster 5, but I will also give you a short overview of where you can also look for opportunities. First of all, in Pillar 1 and Pillar 3, you can find opportunities for bottom-up research projects. There's also a number of partnerships that relate to energy. Some of them I will touch upon today. Then there is the mission related to climate neutral and smart cities and the new European powerhouse that also offers some energy research. And finally, you may find opportunities in the other clusters in Horizon Europe. For example, Cluster 4, where you can find topics related to renewable energy use in industry, or in Cluster 6. I will start with a short timeline to show you where the upcoming deadlines are. In September, there is deadline for 3 topics that deal with battery research. These topics are all implemented by the BAT4EU partnership that I will tell you more about in a minute. Then in January 2025, we find the next batch of deadlines. These are 10 topics that deal with renewable energy solutions and 2 topics that focus on carbon capture technology. Also in January, you find deadlines for 5 topics that deal with energy efficient buildings. All of these I will give you more details on in a minute. And in between September and January, you find the deadlines for different missions and also the EIC Pathfinder that I will also mention at the end of this section. But for now, let's dive into the topics that have deadline in September. All of these topics are part of the destination called a competitive and sustainable European battery value chain. These topics all have the overall aim to establish a sustainable and circular European battery value chain. The way they aim to do this is by developing new technologies, both for battery materials, the design and the manufacturing, and ensuring that these are safe and sustainable both in mobility and stationary applications. There are also topics that look for new battery chemistry, moving away from critical raw materials. As I mentioned, all of the topics will be implemented by the BAT4EU partnership. What does this mean? This means that the projects that are funded under these topics must report on their results to the partnership so that the partnership can monitor its KPIs. For you, this means that if you want to apply for one of these topics, you should study the partnership documentations. Here they define what the partnership objectives are, and you have to make sure that your project will contribute to achieving these objectives. Now let's have a closer look at each of the topics. The first topic deals with next generation battery technologies. This topic is looking for solutions to lower the energy consumption and the carbon footprint of next generation battery productions and reduce the dependency on critical raw materials by ensuring that the production processes are very compatible with recycling. The next 2 topics, they both deal with batteries for mobility application. The first one focuses on battery technologies that are based on materials other than lithium, with a cell design that also allows for full and easy recyclability. Here, the focus is on the performance, the safety, and the costs of these new batteries. And finally, there is a topic that focuses on safe and sustainable by design approaches for batteries that are reduced in size and weight to make the the mobility applications more efficient. In the handout for this session, I will include more information on both the partnerships and the list of the topics with the topic identifiers and links to the full topic text so that you can find more details. Let's dive into now the topics that have deadline in January, and we will start by looking at the topics that deal with renewable energy. All of these topics have an overall game to reduce the dependency on fossil-based energy. The way they want to do that is by developing secure and reliable renewable energy technologies that reduce the greenhouse gas emissions and ensure affordable and sustainable energy supply to all. All in all, there are 11 topics that I will now shortly present. The first topics cover photovoltaics. There are 3 of them. One relates to vehicle integrated solutions, where the focus is on new PV charging solutions for mobility applications. Secondly, there is a topic focused on community integrated PV solutions. Here, the focus is to overcome energy poverty and support energy democracy by expanding cooperative solutions for collective benefits of both the providers and the users of the solutions. And finally, there is a topic that focuses on the resource efficiency of PVs over the full life cycle. And here, circular economy approaches is the core. Next, we move to a topic that focuses on concentrated solar power and solar thermal plants. Here, they are looking for new digital tools to improve the performance and reinforce the role of these energy solutions in the power market. You can think, for example, of digital tools for component control, performance measurements, or self-diagnostics. Finally, on this slide, there is a topic that focuses on the market uptake of renewable energy solutions. Here, the focus is to facilitate a wide uptake of these solutions and improve the social acceptance of the new energy systems. The second batch of topics first deal with biofuels and synthetic renewable fuels. The first topic is looking for next generation synthetic fuel technologies with a focus on high source to product conversion efficiencies and carbon emission neutralities. The second topic focuses on biorefineries and is looking for concepts to produce low-cost biofuels through the co-production of bio-based products and bioenergy. Here again, the focus is on reducing the costs and improving the efficiency of the technology. Finally, there is a topic that is focused on supporting the strategic activities of these technologies in the set plan. Moving forward, there is a single topic that focuses on ocean energy. Here, the goal is to increase the performance and reduce the costs over the life cycle of ocean energy farms. This topic is rather broad, so you can, for example, develop new sustainable materials for ocean energy converters or mooring systems, or novel and safe connection and disconnection systems for the installation of these energy farms. The topic also allows for example technologies to develop new advanced simulations or models, also using AI tools. The last 2 topics focus on wind energy. The first one is aimed at deployment, operation, decommissioning of offshore wind energies and is looking for enhanced sustainability and increased circularity of these offshore wind farms. The final topic on this slide is also on wind energy, this time looking for demonstration of innovative floating wind concept, and especially looking for projects that will demonstrate an increase in the knowledge of the design, construction, operation, and maintenance of these floating concepts. Now, let's have a look at the 2 topics that deal with carbon capture. These topics The first one of these topics is looking for solutions to use carbon capture for the production of fuels. Here, the focus is on high conversion efficiency of the captured carbon from different sources into fuels. The second topic looks for solutions to remove CO2 either from direct air capture or via bioenergy carbon capture, or even move towards negative energy emissions. Both of these topics also have deadline in January 2025. In January, we also have a bunch of topics related to energy efficient and climate neutral buildings, and I will explain to you shortly what these cover. All of these topics, they have the overall aim to achieve carbon neutrality of the EU building stock by 2050. And the way they want to do that is by developing solutions to transition towards zero emission buildings, make the buildings more smart, for example, by integrating renewable energy sources, and also making them resilient to climate change. Many of the topics here also have a strong people-centric approach and focus on improving the well-being and health of the users of the buildings. All the topics in this area are implemented by the Build for People partnership. Just as in the case of the battery partnership, that means that if you're interested in these topics, you should study the Build for People documentations and make sure that your project aligns with the roadmaps of the partnership. There are 5 topics in total in this call. The first topic is looking for industrialization of renovation workflows. They are looking for new solutions, for example, for off-site prefabrications, new solutions for installation and construction on site, or new strategies for maintenance, operation, and end-of-life management. The overall goal of projects in this topic is to move towards zero-emission building environments. The second topic is focused on robotics and automated systems and is looking for solutions to ensure, for example, better surveying, inspection, and monitoring systems of the building sites, but also technologies that can enhance the capability and the safety of the workers on the different sites. The overall goal of projects here should be to lower the cost, increase the energy efficiency, and reduce the waste and greenhouse gas emissions of the construction processes. Then there is a topic that is focused on developing and integrating digital twin solutions in the whole building life cycle, that is from the design to the construction and reuse of material. The goal here is to reduce the construction or renovation time and cost and increase the building performance. You should also think about a high interoperability and accessibility of building data to these digital twins. The next topic has a so-called SSH flag. This means that this topic requires the active participation of expertise from social sciences and humanities. This is a requirement to ensure that the impact of the project will be high. The project is looking for concepts to validate construction and renovation solutions that facilitate deconstruction and reuse. So the goal is really to improve the adaptability of buildings to new uses and thereby extend the service life of the buildings. The final topic in this batch is also an SSH Flag 1. This one is focused on digital solutions for people-centric development of urban areas, and they are looking for digital tools for participative design, for example, via visualization and engagement of the data to achieve greater engagement and acceptance of the users and citizens who will live and use these new sites. And with that, it rounds up the main part of the Energy Work Program. But as I started out saying, there are many other opportunities, so I will spend a few minutes running quickly over these. First of all, there is currently an open call from the European Mission on Climate Neutral and Smart Cities. This topic has deadlines both in September and in January, and there are 4 topics open. You can find out more information in the Mission Work Program and on the recording of the info days. Likewise, there is currently an open call in the new European Bauhaus. The deadline for these are also in September. There are 3 topics open, and you can find more information also in the work program. There is also currently an open call from the EIC Pathfinder Challenge. This one is called Solar to X and has the objective to make synthetic fuels and chemicals solely and directly driven by solar energy. The EIC Pathfinder is looking for disruptive new technology concepts that are high risk, high gain. You can find more information in the presentation from the EIC program manager or by contacting the thematic experts. You might also have heard of the EIT. They have so-called Knowledge and Innovation Communities, or KICs. The one for energy is called InnoEnergy, and they bring together both innovators and from industry, entrepreneurs, and investors with graduates and employees. They have a number of different funding opportunities, so I encourage you to check out their website for more information. Finally, the Clean Energy Transition Partnership is also launching a call this autumn. It will open in September, and the partnership has already announced an online launch event. So if you're interested to know more, I encourage you to sign up for this. It will take place on the 12th of September. And with that, that brings me to my last slide. I encourage you to reach out if you have any questions. You can always reach me on energy@euresearch.ch. I look forward to hearing from you, and good luck with your proposal applications.